What's up, you guys? Nice little day for a little throttle action. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. I got a lot of questions about how many tickets I've gotten and my encounters with the police and all that good shit. So I figured I could dedicate a motovlog where we talk about that shit. Now, one of the first experiences I had was this was when I was in high school, and I was like around probably 10th or 11th grade. I was around like 15 years old, and I had some friends that you know, I used to smoke weed when I was in high school. I mean, out here, that shit's everywhere. But anyways, it was after school one day, and I had a little Honda Prelude back then, one of them little 2.0 SI red boxy looking ones, and that was actually a great car. And when it was right after school, and literally right around the corner from the school. It was like the street that kind of it kind of goes in and then goes left and comes out, and it's only one of those two ways in and out, and it's like a big horseshoe looking street. And we pulled into one of those streets on the side, and then right as we're there, we're just sitting there chilling and chiefing, doing our thing. And then right when we finished, my friend had a bunch of weed in his pocket right here. And right when we finished, we're sitting outside of the car on the back of my car, like on the trunk and shit. And all of a sudden, this cop car just rolls around the corner super quick. And like we just got finished, so we're all like pretty baked and shit. And obviously, I know we left a big smell in the air. Obviously, you could smell that shit. And this was like right at the time when all that medical marijuana shit was like just starting to like boom up and get crazy. So it's like, it was pretty lenient out here, like with that shit. Well, we're teenagers and shit. And basically, he rolls up to us, comes up to us, and then he goes, "Take your hands out of your pockets." The fuck, a fork right there. And then he goes, "Take your hands out of your pockets." And then we're all like, obviously take our hands out of our pockets. We just sit there like kind of like this, like just like whatever. And this one cop, he was like some sergeant, and he goes, "We got some calls that there's some people loitering around here." And then I was like, "All right." And I said, "We'll leave, man." And then he proceeds to go patting us all down and making sure we don't have guns, but he never asked for ID or anything. And having something super nice out. And basically, he got to my friend that had the weed last, so it was like, oh shit, I got a fucking message on YouTube saying some guy came up here and wrote a message in the dirt for me. Look at BXD Strider was here. Oh, look at it. There you go, Strider. BXD and Strider was here. That's super tight. I didn't even notice that till right now. I totally even forgot about checking that. Well, there you go, buddy. That's tight. I got your message, and you got it on the video. And anyways, basically he checked my. Oh yeah, he got to my friend that had the weed last, and then as he's patting him down and shit, he puts his hand in his pocket, and in the same pocket that the trees were in, there was all these pencils and shit, because you know we were just in school. And then he goes, "You must be a smart student with all these pencils in your pocket." Right as he took the bud out, and he's looking at it, but he keeps it right at his pocket. And then he puts the weed back in my friend's pocket. And you got to remember, my car's right here, so he didn't even check if the car was even mine. He didn't check if I had a license. He didn't even do nothing, and he put the weed back in my friend's pocket. And then he goes, "Just do me a favor and go hang out somewhere else, alright guys?" And he was cool about it. Like as if he wanted to sit there and fucking join up and like chief it for a little while, you know? So that was probably one of the coolest experiences I've had right there with the cop. Now my second experience was when I was riding on the 210 freeway. which is close to here. And I was going, you know, I was riding my usual how I ride, and and basically without knowing, and I'm always checking my surroundings, so this guy must have got on the freeway or something, and I went to get off, and this was the exit that was on the Hangover. And I mean, you can't really tell, but it's in the part of the freeway. It's right, because they filmed part of that movie right where I lived, and it was in Rialto. And I guess there's a cop behind me, and I was cruising 96, and I remember that because the cop told me. And then right as I get over, because the carpool lane, you can motorcycles can ride in the carpool lane, and as I was getting over to get off the freeway, I had to go over the double yellow lines, and I guess he was behind me, like he didn't care I was speeding, but as soon as I went over the double yellows, he got me. I did it safely, mind you. I didn't, like, you know, just bolt over. I looked, there was not even a car in sight, like around me, like to the right, I'm saying, and shit. And then I get over, and all of a sudden I hear boop, and I'm like, fuck, what the hell? And I'm all tripping balls because I was speeding and whatnot. And we get off the freeway, and he goes, you know I pulled you over, right? And I'm like, I don't know why. I didn't want to say anything. And then fucking, and all of a sudden he goes, well, you're not supposed to be crossing the double yellows. And I said, oh, all right. And I tried to say, like, the defense of, you know, cops do that shit all the fucking time. I said, I see police motorcycles doing it all the time, not to mention other motorcycles. And they say, like, I'm saying how they go over them to lane split, because you can legally lane split here. And he goes, that's within reason, though. I don't know if that's just something, he could say that to anything to fucking validate something. Oh, that's within reason. Anyways, I ended up saying, like, oh, I got you, man. I said, man, can you, like, cut me a break? I said, I've never even had a ticket in my life and shit. And I was like, to be honest with you, you know, this ticket's literally probably gonna make me homeless, because I was already living like borderline homeless. I just got on my feet again from being homeless. So obviously it was my fault. There's no excuses for that. I shouldn't have been riding the way I was. Obviously I take full responsibility for it, but I was telling him, like my bad, man, like, because I was just, you know, everyone speeds out here. All the cars do 80 plus all day out here. It's just like Cali drivers are like one of a kind out here. Like the way people drive here is unlike most parts of the world. And basically I was like, can you cut me a break? And he goes, I am cutting you a break. I'm not giving you a speeding ticket. And I said, and that is true. That is true. And, you know, I just kept my mouth shut and said, all right, man, I appreciate that. And I was cool with him about it. Wasn't disrespectful to him at all. He ended up giving me the ticket. My court date was for like 3 months from the ticket. And October came around. And I went to the court. And guess what? That cop never turned the ticket in. So when I showed up to the court, the lady over there, she goes, first of all, there's like this paper you go in there and it tells you where to go and whatnot, and what judges talk to or some bullshit like that. And my name wasn't on it, and I had to tell the guys that work there, like security or whatever the fuck they are, I had to tell them that my name wasn't on the list. So they told me to go upstairs, and once I went upstairs, I was talking to the lady, and she was like, your name's not in the system. And she gave me this phone number that I had to call. She said, call this number every 2 weeks to update it into the system. And she said, after a year, you don't have to worry about it no more. Just toss it out the window. It's no big deal anymore. Well, I'm gonna go to the cemetery right here. And sure enough, she gave me that number, and when I walked out, I was like, I ain't calling this shit. I said it's not my fault. The cop had 3 months to turn in my ticket, and that's even if he deliberately didn't do it. As you can see, the gravestone, you probably can't see it on the camera, but the gravestone is in the same spot right now. So I guess it hasn't moved recently. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's from my last moto vlog where I talked about the ghost story that has to do with the cemetery where the thing moves by itself and shit. And sure enough, I never even bothered calling the number. And I guess you can do an email notification thingy where you get an email once the ticket's in place. And that's what I did. And the whole year went by, I never got an email. And now it's been like 2 years later, and I'm still good. So besides that, guys, that's actually the only police experiences I've ever had in my whole life, if you can believe that. Other than that, I've been never bothered by cops. So by much request, I got told that people wanted to see another cemetery video. Now, there is a cemetery in my city that's even older than this one. And it's pretty fucking scary. There's actually been, this is something I didn't know, but I actually did the research on this one first before I went to visit. I'm going to visit it. But supposedly there is like apparitions that's been spotted of a person walking around like with their dome in their hand. Fucking milk truck.
Like a somebody, fuck you, big.
And we're gonna go check it out. I've never really done a good visit on that cemetery before. Well guys, we're gonna go ahead and do today's Motovlogger Spotlight on our way here. And today's Motovlogger Spotlight is a motovlogger that has been around for quite a while now. Great, consistent upload rate. Really great guy overall. Here's his commercial.
Hey, what are you doing here? Sarge here, and this is what I do. Yeah, I make videos, do giveaways, help out the community of other people wanting to ride motorcycles and everything else. I ride one of these, KLR 650. Woo! I ride one of these, a Z1000. Woo! And I ride one of these, a 2012 Concourse 1400. Now, hey, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. It's free. You got nothing to lose.
Well guys, I hope you liked it. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit up his channel. Links down below. And go ahead and hit him up with a subscribe. Let him know Baker X D-Rock sent you. Hi. How you doing? Just staring at me. She's like, what's that thing coming off his helmet? Alright guys, well here it is. May not look like the scariest place, but I assure you this is a very old, crazy place. How you doing, sir? Yeah, here's where the old part of the cemetery is. But they're beautiful, like headstones and stuff. They're really well made and stuff. Like, look at this one right here. Damn, look at this shit. Born March 5th, 1835. That is literally almost 200 freaking years. Man. Gone but not forgotten. Now look how well made this thing is. For being made in 1840, you know someone put some damn sweat into that, making that thing for that person. Wow, look at this. 1901 to 2008, aged to perfection. Perfect fucking punchline for that. Yeah, 1861. These are some old cemetery headstones.
Out of the way.
Like a somebody, fuck you, big.
There's always that person on their cell phone going 20 miles an hour under the speed limit. Excuse me. We got a fellow rider. Looks like a Gixxer. Oh, GSXL. Hey mailman, I got a message. Chill. Oh, I forgot to mention, Mr. Sparky Aprilia sent me a package that but he wouldn't tell me what it is. And I've been anxiously waiting, and I found out it got delivered 2 days ago, and the dumbass knocked on the wrong door, and it got sent back to the post office. So I'm gonna go pick that up right now and see what all the hubbub was all about. But I'll go ahead and have a link to Mr. Sparky Aprilia's channel in the description box down
Below.
Go! What the fuck?
Like a somebody, fuck you, big.
Fuckers is sitting there at an empty ass driveway. Alright, Mr. Sparky, let's see what the surprise is all about. Well, Mr. Sparky, I just got your package, so you can see. Your address is right here, but I took all that shit off right now. What the hell? Where did you find this, dude? Oh man, I can't thank you enough for that, dude. That's super fucking tight. That's some Mr. Sparky Aprilia damage right there. Oh, that is epic. I don't have anything that'll Velcro on this, but I'm pretty sure I will soon enough. And I will for sure get some footage using it. Oh, this is just crazy right here, though. There you go. Oh my god. We could put this bitch on right now. Oh, that's fucking awesome, dude. That's so crazy. And for you, I'll put it on right now on the video so you can see it. It fits, bro. It fits like a glove. Damn, bro, I can't thank you enough for that shit. That is really cool of you, man. Really cool of you. Thank you so much, man. That's really fucking awesome. Look how much better it looks now. No more tears in it. Well, guys, be sure to go check out Mr. Sparky as well, man, because he's a fellow moto vlogger, a great guy, and like, I can't thank him enough for that shit. That's really cool of him. Looks like he just pulled this lady over.
The businessman on the Harley. Fuck yeah. That scared the shit out of me. That car just drove over the poles to get over on this interchange. Oh my god. Look at it. She's one of the... That was good on camera. I'm gonna put you on YouTube. Well guys, that's gonna go ahead and conclude today's moto vlog adventure. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the
out of that like button, and you guys have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. And thank you again, Mr. Sparky Prilla.